What's up, guys? How are you? Good morning. Welcome back. All of the types of all of the above, right? It's me, your boy He-Bot, coming back at you with a quick video. I'm doing my daily runs, dropping off the kids, my son's at work, one thing at a time, trying to feel better. And it's a process, one day at a time though, Thank you so much for all of you that show the love and concern. It always means a lot to me. Thank you for the recent subscribers that I've gotten. I really appreciate it. I'm very, very humbled. It means the world to me when you guys come and show me that love and support and hit that subscribe button, right? Because that means you enjoyed it enough that you wanted to subscribe, to the channel, and that means a lot to me. So today I'm gonna do a quick video, and basically I really, really, really hate Game Pass. I hate it, and here's why. Guys, Game Pass has become a very big thorn in my side, or on my foot, or on my back, whatever you want to see it or say it as. Basically because Game Pass makes me feel like a rock star. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It just doesn't stop. And it's just becoming so hard to keep up. And when I say a rock star is because how when you're a rock star, you're up and coming and everybody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to be part of you, get a part of you. You get women all over the place. You got men wanting you. You got all the studios wanting you to do videos and production. You got all these merchandise companies wanting to do things with you. You got, even people from the movie industry wanting to make movies with you, whatever the case may be. And obviously, depending how big you are, it's just, you constantly got all these things coming at you that bring in revenue and flow, right? When Game Pass cases that just keeps giving me games after games after games after games with no money coming out of my pocket other than what I pay for the subscription monthly. And I know that may sound crazy to a lot of you guys, and I'm gonna be honest, the whole thought of Game Pass when it first came out, with the day and date exclusives and everything like that, I was thinking to myself, well, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to be the right thing, right? But now, after having it for so long and seeing where it's going and how it keeps growing, it just makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put it in words that you can actually, comprehend, or I can make you comprehend as best as I want you to. It's just one of those things that until you experience it and until you have it and know what it is and what it offers, you're not going to understand how impactful it is in your life, or how it's going to change you, or how it's going to give you so much better quality of life because of it. And it's crazy because it's almost, I can correlate it a lot with when you see figures, right? And you see these figures on these promotional shots in the back of magazines, whether it's on the internet, in an ad in the back cardboard of the box of other toys, and the figure will be like, I don't look that great, right? And in some cases, you fake people know what I'm talking about. It looks really awesome, and then you get the figure in your hand, and then the figure looks like crap, and you're like, ugh, this is bad. But then, with that also being said, you get this figure, and when you get this figure, you're like, damn, This figure looks way better and it's a lot nicer in hand, right? Than I thought it was gonna be, or than what it looked like, or what it, the promotional shots were showing. And it's that type of feeling with Game Pass. You just don't really understand it, get it, or embrace it until you have Game Pass in your services and in your lifestyle. Like with Netflix and HBO Max, with having the ability to watch all these movies now, day and day, and you don't have to worry about going out, or if you need to go to the bathroom, or being around a lot of people during this pandemic time, with being afraid of being sick, or whatever the case may be. But I hate it at the same time because, I'm older. I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and play and have fun and, just dedicate my time to game after game after game after game. And the sad part is that I know in the back of my head, no matter how much time I dedicate to it, I'm never going to be able to finish all these great games that come out and experience all these different games that come out, whether they're good or bad. It depends on the certain things, whether it's the budget, the developer, the style of game that it is. But for the most part, just to be able to sit down and experience it and see the vision, right, of these set developers. And then also it spoils me, and I hate it because it saves me so much money that I end up buying other games that are not on Game Pass, whether it's on another console or whether it's on Xbox, Live, or the store marketplace itself, that look great. Like, for example, like Lost in Random that I just picked up, or even the Song of Iron, right? That they're exclusive. Well, at least Song of Iron is exclusive to the console, but they're not on Game Pass. So when I spend the money on these games, then you have a more sense of urgency. Well, I want to play these games first because I paid for them, right? And get my money's worth, right? And then you can't even play them because there's so many stuff you can keep discovering on Game Pass. Like right now, I'm still haven't finished, the Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't finished The Ascent. Then I was, blessed to have wonderful people that follow me, that care for me enough to, gift me stuff. I was gifted a copy of the Aliens Fire Team, which Aliens is one of my all-time favorite franchise of all times as far as sci-fi horror. And I haven't been able to touch that, barely. Then, I haven't, I also got Death Doors. And it's a nice game, too, that I'm very interested in playing, and I haven't been able to touch that. And then the fact that a lot of these games have longevity, and they're long, or they have replayability value, right? Whether it's co-op, or whether, it's because, the game is long itself, or a narrative-driven game. And that makes it also hard, because then you're dedicating all your time to just this one game for hours upon hours, or even days, and then, you don't have time to do other things. And when you're older, you got a lot of things that you like. I like a lot of other different things. I'm a very big avid movie viewer and proponent of movies, period. So I like sitting down with my wife and my kids and my son, that he wants to be a director. And that's what he's going to school for, and finished, and now he's doing some other stuff that he wants to do. And we watch movies. We just watch movies. Old, new, fairly new stuff we never watched before. Documentaries. I love watching documentaries. And then on top of that, I have the hobby of collecting figures, because I've always collected figures since I was a young kid. So it's a very big part of my life. It's near and dear to my heart, and I love it very much. It's the only thing that kind of keeps me connected to my mom and my dad that I have, my stepfather, that raised me, right? That was my dad. Because I remember when they would go get me these figures that I wanted so wholeheartedly and dearly, from Masters of the Universe, for example, and whenever I got good grades, I would, let's go, come on, let's get, let's go get you some, and they would get me one or two, and sometimes even three on a lucky day, or because they had some money, extra money, and they wanted to do nice things for me. And I can't complain. I'd always had nice things and toys and bikes and all types of stuff since I was little. I can't say I wasn't. I wasn't one of those kids that wasn't unfortunate enough not to have these things. I did, and I'm blessed for that, and I'm very grateful for that until this day, that I can still get things and have them, and I may not be rich, but I know I'm way more well off than a lot of other people in this world that are unfortunately don't get a lot of things, right? And have the misfortune, don't have, sometimes food to eat. And thank God I'm not in that position, and I haven't been in that position in a long time, even though I have a big family, and it's very scary because you gotta, wondering, how you're gonna feed your family at some point, right? And that's a scary feeling. And again, something like Game Pass, it eliminates these types of worries, and it helps at the same time. But then it becomes also, like I said, a kind of a thorn on your side, because if now you have all this money left over and you can spend it on another game, but then you waste it on things maybe that you may perhaps not need, right? Or that you perhaps don't need to spend on other things, but it makes you go out and gives you that itch to buy more games, because you're saving money on all these other games that you don't have to pay for. I'm about to play Forza 5 and games like Halo Infinite, for Christ's sakes. You got Forza 5, Halo Infinite, and then you're gonna have the Gunk, and hopefully the Scorn that's supposed to come out during the Halloween time. You know what I'm saying? Like or the Halloween for the Halloween era, right? So all these things are a blessing, but at the same time are very conflicting. So for that reason, I hate Game Pass. I can't stand it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And then the other de facto in the whole scenario is too that if you play games on Game Pass, right? For example, like The Ascent, right? I really like The Ascent a lot. It's a very, very good game, artistically, gameplay-wise. What the role-playing elements that it's trying to go for with the action, over-the-top, shooter. And then the world, the details, the stories, the character design, everything. It's very cyberpunkish and very neo-noir, and it's just a very awesome game. Same thing with the Dungeons and Dragons, a very awesome game. So now I want to go out and buy these games also, straight out, flat out. So then that also gives you a problem when you have Game Pass, that when you're playing it and you're playing all these games on it, it makes you want to buy a lot of times, maybe like 70% of the time, it makes you want to buy and own these games that you're playing because they're really good or interesting. And gamers, a lot of times, just want to have ownership of these games in case they take them out one day or whatever the case may be, or the license expires. So they don't have to worry about, well, I can't access it no more, right? And they give you discounts on there, or, unless the game's physical and you like physical, and you can buy physical as well. So there's so many elements and so many layers in which makes Game Pass a very, very scary thing. It's a very scary thing. you're gonna have a love-hate relationship with it. I really hate it. I hate it with a passion. But I hate it because it just gives me, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Never stops. Never stops. And this conflict is, I know I can't be the only person, because I've heard very, very similar stories with a lot of people saying the same thing. You just don't, especially from my brothers on the Exile. And shout outs to them, Sega Man and E-Rock, and obviously the new, Unlimited and Tuckmaster and Sega Forever. Wonderful guys, in the industry, like 100 and Illegal. You just don't have enough time. You don't have enough time. And also, another problem that it creates is that you're like, you get angry because in the back of your head, you know that you got an adult, you got all these things that you want to do, but the kid in you that loves the hobby and that loves gaming always got you thinking, damn, I want to go back and play this game. Damn, I want to go back and say, I hope I could sit down and play the game today. Damn, I want to do this. You see, those are the conflicts and conflictions and aggravations that come with Game Pass. So Microsoft, I hate you. How dare you make Game Pass? So guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. I know it's not really a topic that, it's long with a lot of detail that I could be long-winded with, or details, even though I can if I want to be. But I just want to say that I really hate Game Pass because it spoiled me so badly, and it has spoiled me so badly that I can't even think straight sometimes no more, because now I got to figure out and keep fighting my battles about which game I want to play before this game, what games I want to buy before that game. Like, there's just so many games. So to be honest, I made my decision of just I'm gonna try out every game I want to try out, play the first couple of boards. If I beat it, I beat it. If I don't, I don't. Because that whole idea of being able to beat games like I did when I was younger, unless it's a small game, I can't even do that no more. Because I can't play big games. Like, something, let's say, is coming out like Bad for Blood, right? And then try to concentrate only on that. Because then you have a lot of games that you could play co-op with your friends too, through Game Pass. They give you all the DLC through Game Pass with most of these games. And you're like, holy crap. Like, my friend wants to play, my friend wants to play, what the heck is called? He wants to play, sorry about that, guys. He wants to play, let me see if it, he wants to play D&D. Not D&D, World War Z. And it's a fun game, but my God, I can't play it because, it's just a long game. Long time you gotta process and spend while you're online. Oh my God, what a nightmare. Either way, that's just what I wanted to talk about, my thoughts on it. I'm curious, what do you guys think about Game Pass with your own personal experience? Do you love it? Do you hate it like I do? As much as I do, for the reasons I do? Or do you hate it for all other reasons? Because it's so consumer friendly, at the end of the day, it just is. And it just creates a lot of conflict. It might even create people to lose their marriages and get divorced. That's scary. Either way, guys, leave me a thumbs up. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs down. If you didn't, let me know down in the comments below what you think about the video. Let me know your thoughts. It's always good for conversation. As always, share the video with someone you think might enjoy it. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by, because I know you didn't have to, but you took out the time. And if you liked and subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because it means the world to me, and I know you didn't have to, but if you did, remember, I consider you now part of my family. For all you guys that continue to give me the support and love that you always do, guys, thank you, because without you, all this is not possible. Whether it's big or small, to me, little, small is big, no matter what. It means the world to me, and without you, it's not possible, like I said. So guys, if you want to follow me on social, you can follow me on Instagram under _respect. You can follow me on Xbox Live or on Nintendo Switch under Hebot8, and on the Nintendo PSN Network under Alfel from Sky. As always, if you guys want to help me out in any way, shape, or form because you like what I do, you want to help my channel improve, grow, get bigger and bigger with better content, more premium content, there is a way you can do it. It's all down in the description below with the PayPal and my Patreon information. And again, it's if you can, if you have the means to, and if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. It's not mandatory. Or if you want to donate anything, because you want me to showcase it, review it, highlight it on the channel, whatever, it would be my pleasure. It will be an honor for me to do so. All you have to do is give me a DM in one of those outlets, whether it's through the digital front on the consoles or on Instagram on a DM, and we'll work out the particulars from there. All right, guys, this is your boy Hebot signing off. I'll see you soon. Love you. Have a blessed day, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.